Chevrolet. It helps area charities as well.
The roar of the crowd, the revs of the engines. This is the Monster Jam Triple Threat Series. Experience Monster Jam trucks, ATVs, and speedsters, where nothing will hold them back from winning. Monster Jam. Visit WQAD.com to enter for your chance to win tickets. Coming to iWireless Center May 6th and 7th. Buy your tickets now at monsterjam.com.
Great future start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
It is a beautiful Easter Sunday here in Chicago, and the Cubs looking to avoid a series sweep. The Hyundai leadoff man kicks off our coverage on WGN. First pitch in 20 minutes. Hope you're having a great Easter weekend. I'm Len Casper. We'll hear from Jim Deshaies a little later on. The Cubs are 6-5 through their first 11. They have dropped consecutive games for the first time this season. The Pirates went 1-8 at Wrigley Field last year, but they hit 4 home runs yesterday in an 8-7 win, including the big blast by Andrew McCutchen, a 3-run shot in the 7th. It was Jackie Robinson Day yesterday, 70th anniversary of his Major League debut, and we remember 42 next.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley is now taking applications for our summer programs in Moline and Davenport. Programs include field trips, academics, cooking and gardening, sports, and more fun activities. Programs are for incoming 1st through 12th graders. Hours and fees vary by site, so check out our website at bgcmv.org.
Un gran futuro comienza aquí.
Great future start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary with huge savings at QS Country in Sterling. The 2017 Ford Focus, now $14,436. Or the 2017 Ford Fusion from $18,323. Or the 2017 F-150, America's best-selling truck, from $25,021. Take advantage of one of our leftover 2016 models. Get 3 years worth of maintenance, free of charge. Stop and see us at 2811 Locust Street in Sterling, or visit us online at qscountryfordsterling.com.
At A-Plus Roofing and Siding, hard work, top-notch results, and full customer satisfaction are all our priorities. Whether for home or business, with over 20 years experience, A-Plus makes sure that your project is done professionally, within budget, safely, and in a timely manner, while increasing the beauty and value of your property. Call or go online for a free estimate at aplusroofingandsidingco.com. A-Plus Roofing and Siding, your Quad City roofing and siding specialists.
Are you looking for quality furniture for your office? Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and understand. And I think that's the great part about All Makes is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
All Makes Office Furniture, just off the I-74 bridge in downtown Moline.
Stop down and see me or give us a call.
You're watching MyTV 8-3.
Kids.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man is brought to you by your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Stop by today or visit buyhyundai.com and see what Hyundai better drives us. Park at Wrigley, a very popular place here this week. Yesterday marked the 70th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking baseball's color barrier. They unveiled a statue of Jackie in Los Angeles last night. Let's hear from the retired Vin Scully on why every player should wear 42 on April 15th.
It was back about 1950, maybe 51, not more than that. And Jackie, who had received other threatening letters, apparently received one that was deadly serious and impressed the authorities. We were in Cincinnati for a weekend series to play at Crosley Field. The letter intimated the deed would be done on Sunday. Sunday morning, when I was in the bus going to The dressing room, it was pretty quiet. And in the dressing room, it was very quiet. This was the most serious pregame atmosphere probably in the game. Everyone was worried. And it was very quiet. And the Dodgers had a young left fielder by the name of Gene Hermansky. And Gene was colorful, bright, blonde, white, and full of you-know-what. And with this quiet atmosphere in the clubhouse, Gene suddenly said, "I've got it." And everybody looked and they said, "What?" He said, "We'll all wear number 42 and they'll never know which one is Jackie Robinson." Now that seemed funny at the day. In 1997, Jackie's number was retired. And in 2004, Gene Hermansky's words from 1950 came to fruition. We'll all wear number 42. So tonight, when the Dodgers in Arizona line up on the foul lines, they'll be wearing 42. And all across the country, in every major league ballpark, every player will be wearing 42. And what does the 42 mean? It doesn't mean that they're all equal, not in the respect some are taller than others, some are heavier than others, some are left-handed, some are right-handed. But the one thing they share in carrying number 42 is the fact that the man who wore it gave them the one thing that no one at the time could ever have done. He gave them equality, and he gave them opportunity. Those were the two things that many of those people never had to hold of their hearts when they first began to play. Yes, 42 is a great number. It means a lot for a great man, but it is a tremendous number when you think of the man who wore it with such dignity, with such pride, and with such great discipline. And wasn't it that he had Rachel on his arm? Love you. Thank you.
Great stuff from Vin Scully, and when we come back, Jackie Robinson's debut at Wrigley Field.
Value Max Mattress, unbelievably low price.
Has furniture now?
I'm so glad we came here first.
It's unbelievable.
At Value Max Mattress, you can get more for less.
It's unbelievable. Value Max Mattress in Davenport and Muscatine.
For my busy family, I was looking for the very best vision care at affordable prices. Luckily, Bard Optical has frames for all budgets.
I'm not wasting my time ordering contacts online. At Bard Optical, they actually match the prices of the big online dealer, and I have my own optometrist to help me if I have questions.
Right now at Bard, get an exam, glasses, and sunglasses for just $129. Call one of our 21 offices or go to bardoptical.com for details and to schedule an appointment. Bard Optical, vision for life.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Stop, stop, stop. Watch.
You make it for 16-year-olds. And the parents who worry about them. Going further to help make drivers better drivers.
You saw him, right?
Don't freak out on me.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get a Focus with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for just $159 a month, only at your local Ford store.
In the Quad Cities, 1 in 8 people are missing meals, including 1 in 5 children who don't know where their next meal is coming from. This country throws away over 35 million tons of food each year. If you have expired food, don't throw it away. Donate it. Make a financial contribution. Every dollar donated provides 5 meals. Donate, volunteer, get involved.
Riverbend Food Bank. Together, we can solve hunger.
You are watching MyTV 8-3.
Hey Kevin, how about this for the theme for our next commercial? Unbelievable comfort of our mattresses. Kevin, unbelievable.
Value Max Mattress in Davenport and Muscatine.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man is brought to you by your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Stop by today or visit buyhyundai.com. Hyundai.com and see why at Hyundai. Better drives us.
The first Cub game I remember seeing was in 1948, and it was Jackie Robinson's first series in Wrigley Field. My father said, I want you to see history, and so we went to see that. I was a little young to really appreciate the significance of seeing the first black player in the major leagues. But I do remember we had box seats down the left field line, and so we walked past the grandstand down the left field line and seeing all the African-American ladies and gentlemen dressed up like they were going to church. And it wasn't as though they were coming to a baseball game. It's like really they were having a religious experience.
Jackie Robinson played here at Wrigley Field. This is the only active ballpark in the majors in which Jackie Robinson appeared. Now down to the field. It's a Sunday, so God bless America, and then our national anthem.
At this time, please remain standing and join Michael McDermott as he honors our nation with God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountain to the baby, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hi, I'm Ben Utek. This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Billion Auto.
Make your yard stand out with the natural beauty of stone from Quint City Stone Center. Let the natural
experts at Quint City Stone help you get started with great ideas and savings for your landscape projects. Come see our new displays and browse one of the largest selections of landscaping products in the Midwest, including decorative chip, pavers, retaining walls, wall, and more. Service you can count on at Quint City Stone Center, across from the Iowa Machine Shed, Davenport.
Our warehouse is overloaded with great products with gigantic savings just in time for our biannual gigantic sale. Everything is on sale during our gigantic sale. This Whirlpool front-load laundry pair has gigantic savings. Every appliance you need for your home, whether it be one piece or the entire suite, is on sale right now. Take it for 12 months free financing. Stop into Zeglin's TV and Appliance today. Your hometown.
If you're looking to improve your days, focus on your nights. At the Love My Lebeda mattress sale, flippable pillow plush mattress sets start at only $449. Get the luxurious Vitality Pillow Plush with cool gel memory foam to reduce pressure points and keep you comfortably cool. Now just $749. Experience Talalay Latex for amazing tension relief and muscle relaxation. Or try an adjustable bed with power base for the ultimate sleep experience. Plus, take up to 4 years to pay at Lebeda Mattress Factory's Love My Lebeda mattress sale.
StormTrack H 3-degree guarantee, supported by Erickson Chevrolet.
Is a presentation of WGN Sports.
Easter Sunday. Got to believe it was Rabbit Moranville's favorite holiday, and we're set for Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. They try to avoid a weekend sweep as they host the Pirates. Happy Easter to you and yours, and Jim DeShays, Casper with you. We'll get right into the pitch matchup. John Lester for the Cubs. Right-hander Jameson Tyone for the Pirates.
Yeah, maybe a sense of normalcy for John Lester. You know, he was the opening day starter. He was the home opener starter, so a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding those two games. Here are the numbers for John last year against the Pirates. He made 4 starts against Pittsburgh, was 2-1 with a 3.80. Jameson Tyone for the Pittsburgh Pirates, young right-hander, very talented, just getting his big league career off to a start. He's made 20 starts so far, 5-4 with a 3.15, 1-1 and 2 decisions against the Cubs last season.
Well, 6 home runs total in the ball game yesterday, and the reigning MVP hit 2 of them. Wind is blowing out again today. We'll have the Cubs hosting the Pirates next.
Ugly bathtubs and showers don't need to be replaced. Miracle Method can refinish them to look like new and save you up to 75% over replacement costs. Call Miracle Method for a free estimate and say goodbye to your ugly bathtub and shower. Call today.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Billion Auto.
Add architectural elegance to your home or simply reduce winter energy costs with storm-proof heat. The fireplace from Rivo Incorporated in Muscatine is the smart choice. Today's wood-burning fireplaces are incredibly efficient, providing hours of crackling flames. Gas fireplaces are ultra-convenient, igniting with a touch of a button. And electric fireplaces don't need chimneys, so they can add style to any room. Rivo Incorporated, service and selection of all the top fireplace brands.
Rock out and run for Gilda's Club. We invite you to join us for Gilda's Run for Laughs, presented by Unity Point Trinity on Saturday, April 22nd in the District of Rock Island. Register online at gildasclubqc.org/run. This year, we're bringing laughter to the course with comedy sports brought to you by these great sponsors.
Another taste is just a click away. Brewed on Facebook and at brewtv.com.
Easy Step, the step-through tub-to-shower conversion. Getting in and out of a bathtub can be perilous for older adults. Call Miracle Method for a free Easy Step conversion estimate. Easy Step, the right thing to do for yourself or those you care for.
World Champion Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, pursuing the American dream since 1876. This Bud's for you. Honda, great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. State Farm, here to help life go right. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Wendy's, where the quarter-pound double stack is now an option in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time. Meijer, true Chicago fans, your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition. Yeah, you don't probably need the rabbit ears today. Brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Do your daughters know what rabbit ears are in terms of a television term?
I think they would probably, with context clues, they would get that. I don't know if they know what it means in baseball parlance, but that's an insult if you call somebody rabbit ears in baseball.
Right.
Hey, get your head out of our dugout, rabbit ears.
Cubs take the field, and it's a Sunday, so a lot of young Cub fans at the various defensive positions will get an autographed baseball from their heroes. Let's get into the Pittsburgh Pirates starting lineup. They have been up and down. Lost 2, won 3, lost 4, now have won 2. Mercer, Marte, McCutchen, the M&M boys at the top. Freese, Cervelli, Harrison in the middle. Gosselin, Frazier in for Polanco's dealing with a groin issue, and the pitcher Tyone.
Why don't we check in with the Cubs defensively, and you'll find an outfield alignment of Jason Hayward in center, flanked by Schwarber in left, Zobrist in right, Bryant, Russell, Baez, Rizzo on the infield. Wilson Contreras is behind the plate today. And let's take a look at today's Cubs starter, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's the big lefty, John Lester. 2 starts, no wins, no losses, a 1.64 ERA. He's allowed 1 run in each of his first 2 starts. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry. Through it all, John 10-2 with a 1.74 ERA in this ballpark last year.
Joe West, longtime crew chief, will call balls as strikes. Hunter Wendelstedt at first, Andy Fletcher at second, and Alan Porter is at third. Opening week here at Wrigley Field. Still have the bunting hanging from the upper deck. And the Cubs, having lost back-to-back games for the first time this season, want to stay above 500. You see the weather, very comfortable. We had winds yesterday blowing 25 to 30 miles an hour straight out to center. A little bit more toward right today, not nearly as hard.
Still a helping wind, but yeah, nothing what we saw here yesterday.
Jordy Mercer, the shortstop, will lead it off, and he takes low for 1. And off the inside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Perhaps you heard Peter Chase make the announcement. 72 degrees, winds out of the west at 9 miles per hour. Lovely day for baseball.
And 0 on the leadoff man, Mercer. Lester back quickly. 4-pitch walk. I'm sure you didn't have many 4-pitch walks to start a ball game, but when you did, your thought was what?
Well, try not to panic. My goodness. And then if you can, you blame it on the umpire. But clearly that wasn't the case there. John was just misfiring. So you do exactly what he did. Step off, get a little rosin, regroup, recalibrate. And for John, he's thinking, all right, now I need to get a ground ball to Bryant or Russell and get a double play.
Big day for Marte yesterday. 2 hits, including a home run, a walk, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored, and that's 5 straight misses to begin the game for Lester.
Yeah, that was a could have been bottom of the zone fastball. Contreras had to drift a little bit to catch that one. That may have influenced Joe West. And Joe West, I always found him to be fairly tight back there.
Mercer faked towards second. That pitch is low.
Yeah, so,
he could have had it.
Yeah, but I mean, Joe's pretty consistent back there. He's not. Some guys are all over the place, and you don't know what to expect. Generally, Joe's pretty solid in terms of being consistent. It's just not usually pitcher friendly. See how aggressive the Pirates are in the bases. They've been looking to run all series.
McCutchen on deck. 3-0 on Marte. Strike one. Since 2013, Marte has had a homer and a stolen base in the same game 12 times. There are only 2 players in baseball with more of those games. Mercer runs. That ball is drilled foul. Care to take a guess? The other 2 guys since 2013, same game, a homer and a stolen base.
How many guys have done it?
He's done it 12 times.
2 guys have done it more frequently.
2 have done it more frequently.
Home run, stolen base. Mike Trout?
Mike Trout has done it 14 times.
Okay.
Think National League.
Okay. Paul Goldschmidt.
Got it. 13 times.
I'm done. I'm out.
You're out.
Mic drop. Happy Easter, everybody.
Mercer goes again. This one pop foul. So the power and speed game.
Yeah, and Mike Trout, everybody knows he's a 5-tool player. I think Goldschmidt's base stealing ability sneaks up on people.
Not on you.
Well, you did throw that National League hint my way.
I did. You would have gotten it. Mercer running, tap foul.
If we talk about, hit and run situations, base runners looking back in, Mercer, like the entire time he was running, he was looking back over his shoulder to home to see what Marte was going to do. Camara Barté, their first base coach, was out with a number of their players before the game, working on leads, talking about strategy in terms of running on John Lester. This is getting his sprint work in now.
This will be the 9th pitch to Marte. Long pause by Lester. Mercer running, swing and a miss. How about that? So Lester, after missing on the first 7 pitches, gets a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
And Marte hits the ball on the ground a lot, so Clint Hurdle starting his base runner, trying to stay out of a double play, trying to take advantage of the fact that John doesn't throw the ball to first base. But as we've seen time and time again, more times than not, it doesn't pan out for the offensive team. Perfect throw by Contreras. My goodness, right on the money.
That brings up Andrew McCutchen, who had the big 3-run homer to win the game yesterday. A manicuring of the dirt behind home plate by Contreras.
And this is going to be a battle of wills today, as John Lester loves to pound the bottom of the zone, and as we mentioned and we have seen, Joe West sometimes can be a little stingy down there.
Slow wind up in the pitch. 2-2. John's last 11 home starts here in the regular season. Cubs have not lost. He has a 1.41 ERA over that stretch. The 3-2 pitch down the right field line. Zobrist going after it. It's a fair ball all the way into the corner, and McCutchen turning on the afterburner. He's at third with a triple.
Zobrist just runs out of room. At some point, you have to leave your feet to try to make a catch on a ball like that, or you're going to go face first into the wall. And as he's trying to kind of find where he is on the field, he does not come up with a baseball. The other alternative is to back off and try to put on a hop. And at that point, you're still giving up at least a double.
So his first 3-base hit. Now Freese, who cooled off yesterday, went 0 for 4 after reaching base 11 times in his previous 14 plate appearances. The 0-1 off the plate inside.
Freese 5 out of 14 in his career against John Lester. Not a ton of at-bats, but you get the sense that he sees them pretty well. Off to a great start this year. Drawn a lot of walks, hitting for high average.
Good play by Contreras. He just saved a run, at least for the time being.
Yeah, he's about as athletic as they come back there behind home plate. Athletic and energetic. Loves to make plays with his arm.
The 3-1. Russell ranging his left. Well, Lester had to work hard over 20 pitches, but no runs in the first. Cubs coming up.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Welcome to America. Go back home.
Welcome to St. Louis, son.
Beer for my friend, please.
Thank you. But next time, this is the beer we drink.
Eberhard Denheiser.
Dolphus Busch.
Drivers, I need your help to make our roads as safe as possible. For starters, cars and trucks, please be extra careful when driving next to each other. Whoa! Also, if your phone isn't hands-free, it's illegal to use when driving.
So drop it and drive.
Remember Remember, when you see orange signs, look for the unexpected. Something could result in a crash. See orange. Slow down. Save lives. Together, we can make zero fatalities a reality. Always drive safely and embrace the orange.
Pirates failed to score in the top of the first. Here's the Cubs Southwest lines. Starting lineup: Schwarber, Bryant, and Rizzo at the top. Ben Zobrist playing in right today. Addison Russell, the shortstop. Jason Hayward, good numbers in his career against the Pirates. Contreras, the catcher. Lester batting 8th, looking for his first hit. As the second baseman, hitting 9th.
Pirates defensively, Gregory Polanco still day-to-day with a mild groin strain, so Adam Frazier start in left. Starlin Marte, the Gold Glover, in center. Andrew McCutchen plays right. Josh Harrison's at third. Been all over the field. The third different starting position for Harrison. Goslin Freeze round out the infield. Francisco Cervelli is the catcher, and the pitcher is the big right-hander Jameson Tyone. 25 years of age, 2 starts, so far so good. No wins, no losses, a 138 earned run average. His first start this year, 7 shutout innings against the Red Sox at Fenway.
6'5", 240. And the pitch to Schwarber is bounced foul past first.
Tyone fastball, curveball change. He'll sink that fastball. He'll top out around 97, sit comfortably 94, 95.
Base hit to left to start it. Let's check out our State Farm winning combinations. State Farm here to help life go right. You predicted a 2-homer day for Chris Bryant, and he delivered.
Yeah, first at bat, final at bat. First one went way up off the video board, as you saw. The last time it was a wind-aided into the basket home run. And it was just a matter of time before he started to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Ball 1 on Chris. The Pirates have second baseman Goslin over on the shortstop the bag.
Bryant homered off Tyone in a game here last June. He and Rizzo went back-to-back. Cubs actually hit 3 home runs off of him in that game. Baez also went deep.
Second overall pick, 2010. Taken after Bryce Harper and before Manny Machado. Inside, 3-0.
Yeah, he and yesterday's starter Tyler Glasnow, the 2 kind of twin tower right-handers coming up through the Pirate organization, and at various times one was regarded higher than the other. I think they feel like Tyone's further along now, better command than Glasnow. Both have outstanding stuff. They really like this kid's makeup because he's from the Woodlands, Texas, and that's where all the kids are above average. Yeah,
this is true.
All 14 and 15, first with Tommy John, and then recovering from that, he also dealt with a sports hernia.
Bounce to third. Harrison, Frazier, and they only get 1. Or Goslin, rather, at second.
Yeah, an opportunity for a challenge here for the Pirates if they want it, because Schwarber slid through the bag at second base, and with the Utley rule, and we've seen this a few times now. I haven't seen it called yet this year, so I don't know if they're allowing it. I mean, he slides directly at the base, which is the first part of the rule, but the rule also stated that you have to maintain contact with the bag. He clearly does not. And they're going to challenge.
Clint's going to challenge. Yeah.
So this is something base runners are going to have to be reminded of, or the umpires in the league is going to have to address it and let people know, because we've kind of gone back to the way it used to be in terms of the way the base runners are treating that at second base. They're trying to get a piece of a guy turning a double play.
I wonder if Clint is also making sure that he can challenge this based simply on this slide and not on whether Bryant would have been safe anyway, which he would have been. But that may not matter, right?
No, according to when the rule was implemented, it was automatic double play if the guy went out of his way to make contact with the middle infielder. That wasn't the case. He went straight into the base. He went a little late. This is just old school good baseball here. But the rule in place, the book rule now, says you can't do that. You have to maintain contact with the bag. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to decide this. And if they decide in the Cubs' favor, that means there's been a change of thinking.
So a first inning challenge coming from the Pirates dugout. And we're going to get our answer here.
Yeah. Yep, call them both out.
Here comes Joe. I think he wants an explanation. So that'll be a 5-4-3 double play.
Yeah, and Joe telling Joe that you cannot come out and, they can't argue after a review. And he's going to give him an explanation as to why. So, and it's funny because this is between our games and the games I've seen on television. I've seen this happen 3 or 4 times now where nothing's been called.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Yeah, you saw that quickly. You have to be able to stay on the bag. So you can go in aggressively right at the bag, but you got to keep a hand on it, or a foot, or something.
Yeah, the theory being that if your momentum carries you far past the bag, then you went in late.
And Rizzo with a 2-out single. He has been red hot on this homestand. He's reached base now 13 out of 24 times.
So again, Schwarber going to second base. This is the way that the game was played for years and years and years.
He's fine.
Hard, late.
He's fine.
He's on the bag. He's making contact up end. The guy making the pivot, but now he sails on past the base. Can't maintain contact.
Right, so the contact itself was not the issue. It was the tumbling away from the bag at the end.
Right, because if you're as a base runner, if your emphasis is to make sure you maintain contact with the base, you're not going to slide that late.
Nothing on Ben Zobrist. Huge lead by Rizzo. And a step off by Taillon.
Yeah, Anthony stole third base the other day. He was bouncing around out there yesterday looking to go. He's got his April legs. We'll try to take advantage of it.
That catches the outside corner.
We had that play in St. Louis. Was it opening night or one of the games where Dexter slid through the bag and there was no issue. Nothing was called.
Right, and the play was not challenged. Ground ball into right. Third hit of the inning. Rizzo to third.
His stuff, one of those guys who can certainly overpower you up in the strike zone with 4-seam fastballs, but it looks to me like he's more intent on throwing 2-seamers, trying to keep the ball on the ground. pretty good idea here at Wrigley Field with the wind blowing out a little bit.
Ball one on Russell. 3 of his 8 RBIs came yesterday. Got to imagine a guy hitting 5th in this lineup is going to pile up a lot of RBIs this season. Russell leads the team in many categories here in the early going. 13 hits, 23 total bases, 8 runs, 5 doubles, and those 8 RBIs.
Well, he had 95 driven in last year, hitting further down in the batting order.
Our Lexus Run Predictor is brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Not easy to score with 2 outs regardless of the runner configuration. Cubs in the early going have been below league average. It's only been 2 weeks. The 2-1 pitch. Line foul out of play to right. The Brewers come in tomorrow night. 3-game series, off day Thursday, and then the Cubs begin a 3-city trip to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Boston. And basically the only April Wrigley Field games. Just to follow up on the overturned call, they based it on the runner failing to engage in a bona fide slide, and that Schwarber's actions hindered and impeded the fielder. Called strike 3 on a knee buckling curveball to end the inning. 3 hits, but the Cubs cannot score.
We take care of a lot of carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel, which are nerve-related problems. We take care of a lot of arthritic problems, such as arthritis at the base of the thumb, and we take care of a lot of fractures. A majority of our procedures are outpatient procedures, so the patient comes in, has the surgery, and goes home the same day. And we do a lot of minimally invasive procedures, which patients like. It's a smaller incision and faster recovery. We just try to take good care of our patients and provide the best possible care.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Satins North Park Glass.
I just love working with the elderly.
I love the residents.
I love the residents. Absolutely love the residents.
I like to see them smile.
It makes me feel really good when I'm able to help them.
They put a smile on my face.
I enjoy making people laugh.
This makes a feeling good in the heart.
I go home feeling loved. I go home feeling appreciated and that I'm needed.
It's just very fulfilling for me to be able to help people and know that I made a difference.
Come on down to Orion Tire and Repair for a new set of tires.
Here at Orion Tire and Repair, we can fit all types of vehicles with brand new hand-cooked tires. We do family cars, semi-trucks, farm tractors, commercial trucks, even lawnmowers. While you're here, get some regular maintenance done on your vehicle. So join us at Orion Tire and Repair right off of Route 150.
We're a family business with the right tires.
Rock out and run for Gilda's Club. We invite you to join us for Gilda's Run for Laughs presented by Unity Point Trinity on Saturday, April 22nd in the District of Rock Island. Register online at gildasclubqc.org/run. Brought to you by these great sponsors.
Here's the pitch. A curveball! Drilled to deep left. Gonna get way out of
is the pitch. A swing and a fly ball. Right field and deep. Get up, and get out of frame. And they've done it again. 12 in a row.
That is Easter Sunday 30 years ago. That's the replay powered by Xfinity. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Rob Deere, former Cub assistant hitting coach, and Dale Swain, former Cub manager, helping the Brewers come back and win their 12th straight to start the 87 season. And they would head to Comiskey Park and win their 13th in a row before that streak ended. The one strike pitch to Cervelli is hit in the air to deep right. Zobrist on the warning track makes a catch.
Not elegant, not easy, but Zobrist gets the job done. Cervelli showing some pretty good pop the other way.
The two Joes continued their conversation between innings. I think Joe Madden just trying to get further explanation on the slide rule at second base. And I will say this, whether you like the rule or not, and I think you agree, I do think it was interpreted correctly according to how it is written. Unfortunately for the Cubs, it went against them.
Yeah, and I think that's the challenge for managers who've been around the game a long time and are used to the way the game was played for so long. And they implement these rules, and it doesn't come up all that often, so you have to retrain yourself to kind of be on the lookout for, like, oh, wait a minute now, we can't do that anymore, or they can't do that anymore.
Harrison rolls to Russell. Come out and show your support of the world champion Cubs. The Brewers come to town tomorrow night. Tickets are still available for the entire 3-game series. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com. And a special pregame ceremony tomorrow. 3 former Cubs will receive their World Series rings. Jason Hamill, Travis Wood, Jorge Soler, now with the Kansas City Royals, will be flown in and honored before the game. Pretty cool. Phil Gosselin takes a strike. Fouled out of play.
Both teams squandering early opportunities. The Cubs 3 hits in an inning, don't score. And the Pirates top of the first. 7 consecutive balls thrown by John Lester, but the Pirates couldn't do anything with it as he came back, and now he's settling in nicely.
That was a good second inning for John Lester.
It's a unique program that changes the behavior of many first-time juvenile offenders.
Just the fact that I've been there, done that, and that maybe I could change one kid's lifestyle and not go down that wrong path.
Recently, WQAD News 8 introduced you to a diversion program that works so well, most who go through it don't repeat their bad choices. Fostering positive changes in kids who make mistakes. It takes hard work and determination. And it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Think you might be pregnant? Pregnancy Resources is free, confidential, and has appointments available. We offer pregnancy tests, limited medical ultrasounds, plus additional services. Call or visit us at qcpregnancy.org to find out more.
Cubs Game is brought to you locally by Wheeland Funeral Home.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Stop, stop, stop. Watch.
You make it for 16-year-olds.
Whoa.
And the parents who worry about them. Going further to help make drivers better drivers.
You sound right. Don't freak out on me.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on Fusion, or get up to $6,069 in total savings. Only at your local Ford store.
One person can make a difference in our community. That's why WQAD News 8 and Genesis are proud to be part of the Jefferson Awards for Public Service. If you know someone determined to make a positive impact, nominate them at WQAD.com.
Think you might be pregnant? Pregnancy Resources is free, confidential, and has appointments available. We offer pregnancy tests, limited medical ultrasounds, plus additional services. Call or visit us at qcpregnancy.org to find out more.
Let's check out our Jeep upcoming schedule. See your Jeep dealer today and experience the freedom that comes with legendary capability. And we'll have 2 of those 3 games against the Brewers coming up right here on Channel 9 Tuesday night and Wednesday afternoon. Fouls to the net. Scoreless tie, bottom of the second. And a ground ball to first. Thing about the double play in the first inning, Phil Gosselin might not have been on the bag, and I don't think he was. And you know, it's worth probably at some point talking to an umpire supervisor whether or not that mattered on that play, whether the slide rule supersedes that. I mean, theoretically.
If your kid's on the playground, you just have a do-over. You didn't do it right either, so let's just have a do-over. I would think, though, even independent of the slide, that play would be difficult to overturn. You know, the neighborhood play is no longer allowed. But the old neighborhood play, guys were taking egregious liberties. Sometimes they never even touch the bag. They just straddle it, or they come way off the bag to get the throw. That would have been a tougher one to get overturned, even though it appeared his foot left the bag before he received the baseball.
We're still, working through replay and what sorts of plays are considered legal and illegal. Called strike 3. That curveball's been a good pitch for Tyone here early on.
So similar in stature with Glasnow, a little bit different, I think, in that Glasnow threw a lot of changeups yesterday. It looks like Tyone's going to rely more on that curveball as his primary secondary pitch.
Lester takes ball 1. Backed away as the pitch was being delivered. For 4 with an RBI this year. 0 for his first 66 in the big leagues to set a record, but as a Cub, he has 10 hits, including 3 doubles. And he's out on strikes. 4 in a row retired by Tyone. 0-0.
Hey, it's me, the Crawford guy. You've probably seen me on TV helping our customers with all sorts of problems, like math, heavy loads, and missing remote controls. But at Crawford, what we know best are plumbing, heating, and air conditioning solutions. Whether you need to repair your existing system or looking to upgrade to the newest, most energy-efficient technology, Crawford Company's the right place. Call us today to schedule an appointment.
Crawford Company. Heating and air conditioning.
In the Quad Cities, 1 in 8 people are missing meals, including 1 in 5 children who don't know where their next meal is coming from. This country throws away over 35 million tons of food each year. If you have expired food, don't throw it away. Donate it. Make a financial contribution. Every dollar donated provides 5 meals. Donate, volunteer, get involved. Riverbend Food Bank. Together, we can solve hunger.
Denies her boyfriend is a sex offender.
How do you explain the 13-year-old boy that he touched?
New Dr. Phil.
Monday at 3 on WQAD.
So our great TV crew, headed by Mark Brady, Mark Stencil, they were thinking, you know, you've got the crying Michael Jordan meme, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where
he shows up everywhere, that guy.
Yeah. If you have a bad loss or something, his head gets kind of pasted over disappointment. We want to create a Chris Bryant smiling meme. and it's with his approval, as Chris had a very good year, winning the Masters as well. So we will tweet that from our Len and JD Twitter account, and maybe it'll start trending on Twitter. The Smiling Bryant meme.
Bryant.
I love it.
Sounds like a band name. Hey, Smiling Bryant's playing tonight. Let's go.
1-0 on Adam Frazier. Good stuff. Swing and a miss. On the ground to Baez. When told of your prediction that he would hit 2 home runs, Chris gave that $1 million smile to me in the clubhouse, and I think a couple of his teammates would like you to make similar predictions. But as you said, and I think properly so, when you nail a prediction like that, you got to be careful to not expose yourself too much.
Sit on it for a while.
Yeah. Now wearing that C flap on his helmet, as we see more major leaguers do it. And you said when we talked about it the other day that you'd probably wear a catcher's mask with all the velocity now.
Yeah, and you know, Tyone doesn't look real comfortable in the batter's box to me, and I know that hack. That's you watch my video. So yeah, so sometimes if you're not a real good hitter, your first priority when you step into the batter's box is self-preservation.
Long look by Lester. Kicks and fires. Tyone a very late swing, and that'll dribble right to the bag at first.
Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner. Connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch at home. Game Zone is sponsored by the Great Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer. Summer like yesterday, for sure. Spring like, beautiful day here today. Wind is going to help the left-handed hitters a little bit to the pull side.
Mercer walked on 4 pitches to start the game and then was caught stealing on Marte's strikeout. One and two.
John Lester made 15 starts during the regular season at Wrigley last year. He allowed more than 2 runs on just 3 occasions. Quality work every time he pitched here.
The Mets are hitless through 6, trailing 2-0 at Miami. Dan Straley, the former Cub, started that game for the Marlins. He was taken out in the 6th. So if they finish it, it would be a combined no-hitter. Long way to go. But the Mets are 0 for their first 18. Glove by Russell. Starters have been sharp early on.
That'll make you happy, Chris.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Kevin, how about this for the theme for our next commercial? Unbelievable comfort of our mattresses. Kevin. Unbelievable.
Value Max Mattress in Davenport and Muscatine.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Billion Auto.
Your yard stand out with the natural beauty of stone from Quint City Stone Center. Let the knowledgeable experts at Quint City Stone help you get started with great ideas and savings for your landscape projects. Come see our new displays and browse one of the largest selections of landscaping products in the Midwest, including decorative chip, pavers, retaining wall, bulk mulch, and more. Service you can count on at Quint City Stone Center, across from the Iowa Machine Shed, Davenport.
Storm damage to your home turns your world upside down. So when disaster strikes, what do? Call Midwest Complete Construction. We're here to help make repairing your home easy on you. We work with you and your insurance company. We'll be at your home within a day, walk you through the process, and stay with you from beginning to end. Call us to check for storm damage and for your free assessment. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one home at a time.
It's really easy to trip over pieces of garbage like this.
I mean, you go up there, I bet you that whole fence there is nothing but aluminum cans.
They were working to fix the issue. Well, this morning, that area is clean.
Hard work, determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
It's a thing we came to Value Max. There is no way we could afford 10 mattresses, 11 mattresses anyplace else.
At Value Max Mattress, you can get more for less.
It's unbelievable. Value Max Mattress in Davenport and Muscatine.
Hey, Chicagoland viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway 3 to 97999. Right now, 300th texter gets a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway restaurants footlong of the day. Up and in on Javier Baez. All 3 Cub hits were in the first.
Well, it's easy 95 from Tyone here this afternoon. Long and lanky. Doesn't look like he's putting a whole lot of effort into it. We saw Garrett Cole in game 1 of the series, Tyler Glasnow yesterday, and now Jamison Tyone, these big, hard-throwing right-handers. And this Pirate staff, they can light up the radar gun. And there's the evidence. Second only to the New York Mets are the Pirate starters in terms of average fastball velocity. That's according to Fangraphs, and the Cubs at the bottom of the pack in the National League, averaging just 90 miles per hour.
Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Baez let the bat go. 3 straight strikeouts.
And I guess the moral of the story is there's a lot of different ways to get people out. The Cubs don't have the high-powered, high-octane fastball in the rotation that this Pirate Club does, but they pitch really, really well.
Schwarber single and then slide at second base, causing a 5-4-3 double play. Tyone, Lakeland, Florida, but grew up, as JD mentioned, in the Woodlands, Texas, Houston area. Dual citizen of the United States and Canada. Parents were born in Canada.
Guy's painting the corners. Is that Jake?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Schwarber 2 for 2.
Well, he continues to have really good at-bats. Not getting a lot of hits on this homestand, but he's worked a lot of walks. 2 hits here this afternoon, 1 to left, 1 to right.
By the way, Ian Happ has homered again for the Iowa Cubs. He's hit 6. Gosselin, wind taking him almost halfway to Andrew McCutcheon's position out in right. 2 outs. Next opponent, the Brewers, have a 3-2 lead in Cincinnati. 7th inning there. Brandon Finnegan had to leave early yesterday with a shoulder issue. The Reds rotation just cannot stay healthy. They already have Bailey, DeSclafani, and rookie Davis on the DL.
And yet they are playing good ball, playing winning baseball.
Well, their bullpen got off to a really good start after a dismal year last year.
And they recently called up one of their top prospects, outfielder Jesse Winker. Saw him a little bit in spring training. Impressive looking young hitter.
Reds at one point were off to their best start since 1990. 2-0 to Rizzo. 3 balls, no strikes.
That's the year they won the World Series. Eric Davis, Barry Larkin in that bunch.
Outside corner. Ooh, that looked like the automatic strike that should not have been on 3-0.
Yeah, it's a 2-seamer, runs off the outside corner, and we saw it yesterday with Anthony. Because he's so close to home plate, sometimes I think the umpires are fooled because they make the call judged on his proximity to the pitch as opposed to the pitch to the plate.
Action time for Schwarber with 2 outs. Freese plays behind him. Here it comes.
Predictable, a 3-2 foul ball. Happens 74.6% of the time. That's only the first one after the count has run full.
He walked him.
Good work by Rizzo. You know, had reason to be upset with Joe West on that first strike. And but he didn't lose his mind, just kind of hung in there, had a good AB. Taking a good long look at that one. So I'm not leaving on you, Joe. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me it's ball 4.
Two on, 2 down. And the pitch to Zobrist is in off the plate.
Solid single to right for Ben last time. I think feel like they've got a shot on a line drive single to the outfield to throw Schwarber out at home. It's to me like they've tightened up their outfield just a little bit. Marte, Gallo, center. Step or 2 the way for Zobrist.
Throw to second, hits Schwarber in the rib area.
Again, it all fits, doesn't it? The Pirates are pinching in a little bit. Schwarber, he knows he has to make sure he gets a good secondary lead. So Cervelli trying to take advantage of that, take a shot at him.
Are getting drilled at home by the Orioles. 6-9 in the bottom of the 6th. Already reading people saying, well, they should back up the truck. 11 games into the season.
Josh Donaldson's on the disabled list right now.
He is. Backhanded by Freese. Taillon gets a nice throw from the Pirates first baseman. Cubs lead 2. Still no runs for either team.
Drivers, I need your help to make our roads as safe as possible. For starters, cars and trucks, please be extra careful when driving next to each other. Whoa. Also, if you're hands-free, it's illegal to use when driving in Illinois.
Drop it and drive.
And remember, when you see orange signs, look for the unexpected. Something ahead could result in a crash. See orange, slow down, save lives. Together, we can make zero fatalities a reality. Always drive safely and embrace the orange. classic TV shows.
Good evening, I'm Mr. Carson. I am Mark from Mark. That stuff is classic.
Free to watch.
Can I count you in?
Easy to watch.
But of course.
On over-the-air digital or cable.
This is it.
This is your movie network.
Boy, if life were only like this.
And this is Antenna TV.
I love it.
Together, two memorable networks to watch.
The fourth inning brought to you by Wendy's, where the quarter-pound double stack is now an option in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time.
Happy Easter. Pirates and Cubs. No score. A bunt and it's foul. Marte trying to find a way on. Contreras thought he might have had that in fair territory, but quick call made by Joel West.
Marte usually good for a few bunt hits a year. There's those pinching at first base. Bryant as well. And more likely too with John Lester on the mound.
Turns and throws low and outside on a curveball. It's wide of third. It's foul.
It's an Easter egg hunt. Mentioned last inning John's great work in this ballpark last year. In 11 of his 15 starts here, he allowed 1 or 0 runs.
Good look if you were Chris Bryant. Full count, 3-2. When they redid this field, it's now flat, which is the way it should be, but there was a crown here prior to that. So if you were the third baseman, where the stands would go, it almost looked like the stands were coming out of the ground because foul territory was lower than fair territory, and I remember guys tripping around third base because of the grade. So when they you stood by the Cubs dugout, you looked a lot taller.
Yeah, and used to be in the visiting dugout. You look out, you'd see half the third baseman.
Right. Coming in is Hayward after a little bit of hesitation, but it'll hold up for him. McCutchen tripled in the first, and yesterday, great at bat. Pedro Strop could not get him to bite with 2 strikes on a slider out of the zone twice. Forced him into the zone, and McCutchen used the wind to keep that ball fair. 3-run homer. And that hat tip was to his wife. And I guess in the movie 42, Jackie Robinson was depicted as doing a hat tip at home plate. So while McCutchen does that to acknowledge his wife Maria, it was important to him to do that yesterday on Jackie Robinson Day.
He adopted that a couple of years ago, I think. That a brush of the cap. No doubt important for McCutchen to get off to a good start this year after really struggling last season. Just 30 years of age, so you would think he'd still be in the prime of his career.
Tomorrow night, join the Cubs for the first ever industry night presented by Jim Beam. Restaurateurs, baristas, and concierges are encouraged to buy specially priced tickets for that game to receive a wooden coaster with a built-in bottle opener presented by Jim Beam. For tickets, Cubs.com/community nights.
See, that should be an out.
That deflects off the screen?
Yeah. Create another element to the game.
This isn't racquetball.
Yeah. Feel like cricket.
Ben Zobrist for the second out.
Cubs fans, don't forget to check out the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Well, Lester's in the rocking chair now. Hard to believe he started this game having a hard time finding the strike zone through 7 consecutive pitches out of the zone. But right now he is locked in.
David Freese had that huge postseason in 2011, helping the Cardinals win the World Series. Bounces to the shortstop, Russell. And Rizzo off the bag, so Freese is safe. That'll be a throwing error on Addison Russell.
Yeah, so the one part of his game sometimes is the throwing gets a little loose. Rizzo typically able to bail him out, but this one well offline. All got into his midsection a little bit, maybe upsetting the rhythm of the footwork.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say most of the time when you have bad throws from position players, it's when you don't get a good four-seam grip, right? The ball will tail.
Right. Yeah. Because normally you want to reach in and be able to grab that four-seamer so it stays true. And then if you get a little bit of a funky hop that takes you out of rhythm and you feel like you have to hurry the throw, you don't have time to find that grip, so to speak.
Cervelli has 2 home runs. He hit 1 last season. The one he hit yesterday, I didn't think had a prayer to get out, but he hit it in the right spot, which is up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always hard, you know, on a windy day to quantify exactly how much the wind is influencing certain balls, but that one clearly might have been out of the ball on just about any other day here.
Mazda replay cam off Jake Arrieta.
See the reaction of Arrieta, because when it left the bat, he's thinking routine fly ball to center.
Swing and a miss on a nice changeup. I think by and large you get the most awkward looking lunging swings on the changeup, right? Guys are out in front. Ball fades away from a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as we've discussed before, guys don't sit changeup.
No, sometimes, you know, over the course of a game, ultimately sometimes guys will, but generally no. They play hunches, they play percentages, and more times than not, they're looking fastball.
Count Lester. Ball almost hit him. Freese moves to third, so the error by Russell extending this in. On the human nature side of it, Guys tend to not want to be blown away by a fastball, but they're more willing to be made look silly, I guess, on a changeup for whatever reason.
And I think the best hitters will, given at bat against certain pitchers, just go up there and commit. I'm going to sit on a changeup this whole at bat. And sometimes you see it. You see a guy take a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Well, how can he take that pitch? Well, he's selling out on a changeup.
No for the Marlins. Former Pirate with a 2-out single off Brad Ziegler in the 8th. Tyler Chatwood last night with a gem at San Francisco. A 2-hitter.
Almost had a Maddox. 105
pitches. Tough break for Jared Parker. That is a fair ball. Diving stop. Bryant on his feet, and he makes the play. Saved a run. Chris Bryant with a gem to get Josh Harrison, and we remain scoreless.
Need help?
Oh, thanks.
Some people think because I'm from Crawford Company, I can solve any problem.
Oh, Julie, will you get my gloves for me, please?
But what we know best is providing Bryan Air Conditioning.
Hey, Mom, have you seen my baseball?
With no high-pressure sales pitch. With great products at a fair price, your problems are solved. Honestly, just call Crawford Company. Now let's finish up this bad boy.
Visit Crawford-Company.com for rebates on affordable air conditioning solutions from Crawford Company.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Glass Service Center.
Join the celebration and see what's happening in Clinton, Iowa. 2016 River Town of the Year.
We've got one of the wonders of the world sitting right there in the back door. You know, a small town like this makes it easy to get around and experience several different things when you come here.
One of the places that we like the most is the riverfront and Eagle Point Parks. We like to take our dog there, and she really enjoys it as well.
To find out more about what's happening in Clinton, Iowa, visit ClintonIA.com or ClintonIowaTourism.com. Come celebrate with us.
In town, he once flew around the world just because. He orders Clint's Pizza anytime he wants. He is the most interesting bird in the Quad Cities. He makes sure Clint's Draft House sells all the finest beers. He once made a video poker game go all in.
I don't always eat pizza, but when I do, I eat at Clint's Draft House.
I think it's a good idea that you change the locks on your house.
I'm a Marine. I don't operate out of fear. I only fear God and you a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Next, Judge G.
Monday at 2 on WQAD.
Pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to Wintrust/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC.
Nice play by Chris Bryant to negate the Russell error. So still 0-0. And final note, thanks to Colin for tweeting us with the rule on the illegal slide by Schwarber. Whether Austin was on the bag or not appears to be irrelevant. But, the Schwarber illegal slide made him out. Tough.
But it Bryant out.
And it made Bryant out. So kind of a tough call for the Cubs, but it sure looks like they got it right. And Russell make it 1-2. It's not only Easter, it is Albert Almora Jr.'s 23rd birthday. Happy birthday to Albert.
check out SpongeBob back there, whatever that is. It's kind of creepy is what it is.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
This is the third time the Cubs have faced Tyone. They saw him twice last year. They got to him pretty good here in this ballpark. He only lasted 4 innings, was better over in Pittsburgh, but this is the best we've seen him. The sink and location and command of the fastball really good. The curveball is awfully sharp. Guess that's why he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft.
He's gotten a majority of his strikeouts, 5 of them so far in total on the curve. We've got our fan cam coming up a little later on. Hashtag Bud Fridays on Twitter. Send us your selfies. And good buddy, Joliet native Mark Grant, working in the Padres TV booth with his Easter sport coat on. He's got the socks to match and everything.
Yeah, he got the whole Herb Tarlick thing going on.
And that is definitely worth another look. 2 strikes on Hayward. One and 2.
He just needs the Judge Smales hat to go with it. You know, the full ensemble.
I just wish he had a little more fun. Count holding at 1 and 2.
Bruce Bochy celebrating a birthday today as well.
Right to the shortstop, Mercer. How old is Boch?
Boch is 5 years older than I am. 1955.
62?
62 is correct.
Happy 62nd. The legendary James Taylor returns Monday, July 17th, along with special guest Bonnie Raitt. Don't miss your chance to see this Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Tickets are available now. Cubs.com/James Taylor.
Nolan Arenado today.
We are told James Taylor, if you're wondering, is 69.
Welcome to the birthday club.
And we never want to pass up a chance. Again, I mentioned Paul Wainer. He was born on this date, 1903. The Hall of Famer. Passed away in 1965. Longtime Pirate. Still scoreless after 4.
Goods is an escape. It's a very leisurely, relaxing day. You can look at furniture wherever you go in the store, and I believe you'll find it very laid back and relaxed, and a lot of fun. It's a whole different experience at Goods than I think anywhere else. The wine cellar restaurant, the bed and breakfast, all the kids love the fish pond, so it's just an easy way to spend the day with your family and friends. I invite you to the furniture destination of the Midwest at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Get a used car purchase at Sexton. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major selection of pre-owned. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
I'd like to get to know my dentist.
I think Dr. Nelson is awesome.
It's finally my turn for braces. With Invisalign, no one can tell.
I love my smile. Zoom whitening's amazing.
Smiling comes easy at Nelson Family Dentistry. You'll find professional family dentistry delivered with gentle, personalized attention. You deserve exceptional dental care. Nelson Family Dentistry.
Here at Asino, our goal is to help you create your dream bathroom, whatever your budget. Our experienced team offers distinctive cabinetry by Kemper, as well as custom Amish cabinetry for beautiful rooms that are both functional and built to last.
Come find inspiration in the area's newest lighting showroom featuring the finest names and the latest trends. Or choose from our large selection of granite and quartz, custom fabricated and installed by our own staff. Asino Kitchen and Bath Design, State Street, Bettendorf.
World Series champion Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Still brewed the hard way, this Bud's for you.
7th inning stretch today on the big board. Harry Carey. And if you'd like to sing the stretch, upload your video. 7th inning stretch contest.com or buy tickets for the next Bud Friday in the bleachers. Caught by Hayward.
Yeah, that wind has picked up. That thing was dancing on him out there. It's definitely freshened a little bit. Somebody gave drunk uncle the joystick.
This is where Arizona for 6 weeks can really help. With a lot of
sun and
vision
wind,
issues with the sun down in Arizona, all those day games, and the wind on occasion as well. Frazier batting 8th today. Big hit, RBI single in the 7th. Came with 2 outs of Brian Dunsing. Kept the inning alive after the Pirates had drawn within 1. Marte walked off Strop, and then McCutchen hit the home run. The 1-2. Late swing, and it'll work out just fine for him. Schwarber over to pick it up, and it's a 1-out single for their 3rd hit.
A good positioning by the Cubs. They're playing him as an off-field hitter in the outfield. Otherwise, it's probably 2 bases for Frazier.
So the park at Wrigley has the big board, and that's what it would have looked like had you been standing where the camera was watching on the video board. Anthony Rizzo will get a different mitt against Tyone, as Baez will hold on the runner at first.
Easy to come by.
Left-handed
baseman
infielders. Outside throw to first. Close, but he got in.
Again, pressure creates opportunity here with Rizzo creeping in on Tyone. Frazier knows he's got to get a fairly sizable lead and secondary to beat a force play at second.
Bunted to Rizzo. Throw to second, 1. Throw to first, 2. That's why Joe does that. And I think it'll go 4-6-3 as Rizzo and Baez switched positions.
The smartest buyers come to Reynolds Ford.
Get a new 2016 F-150, just $36,500. A new 2017 Escape, only $19,900.
ReynoldsFord.com.
We have a rapid recovery program which has minimized the patient's post-operative discomfort, encouraged early return to full function. We deal with athletes of all sizes and shapes and ages, from the teenager to the older adult. Patients' expectations are much different than they were 30 years ago, but our techniques have helped us get patients back to the same level of competitive athletic endeavor.
I've finally convinced my wife to get hardwood floors.
It was totally my idea.
After shopping around, I decided on Mike Floor Pro.
My friends bragged about Mike's ages ago.
The quality, the selection, the savings, second to none.
And they managed the installation from start to finish.
They are so knowledgeable.
And easy to talk to.
The floor is amazing, and she wants to cover it with a rug.
Also from Mike's.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Mountain Dew.
Next live, Vin Diesel from The Fate of the Furious.
I think I found my team.
Oh, perfect. We can carpool.
Plus, co-host Morris Chestnut.
Live, Monday morning at 9 on WQAD.
The smartest buyers come to Reynolds Ford.
Get a new 2016 F-150, just $36,500. A new 2017 Escape, only $19,900.
ReynoldsFord.com.
Yeah, Cubs have played outstanding defensively here today. The Contreras caught stealing, the Bryant play, now this double play with the funky alignment with Anthony coming in with the infielder's glove on top of that bunt, the throw to Russell, and then Baez with the stretch at first. Well done.
Technically, Rizzo was the second baseman and Baez the first baseman on that play. It will go down as a 4-6-3.
Pitching and defense, the order of the day here today. Yesterday it was all about the long ball.
The Cubs have 4 hits off Tyone, but they all came real early. As Lester grounds out to Freeze. Let's check out our home field fact by Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com. 57 Wrigley Field wins last year, the most in franchise history. And despite these last 2 losses, the Cubs still have won 33 of their last 46 here at home. Fantasy baseball players have to love Joe Madden. There are certain thresholds of defensive positions, and you got to play so many games or innings. But I'm sure there are some leagues where you just have to make one appearance at a position. That's a fair ball. Alan Porter made the call, and Baez will end up at second with a double.
Two-seam fastball moving in on Baez. He's able to pull his hands through and put this one right down the third base line.
Because that ball hit the dirt near home plate, when it crosses the bat, it just has to be fair. Doesn't matter where it lands. After that, no argument from the Pirates, and that is not reviewable because Porter made the call in front of him. Schwarber. Fly ball to left. Frazier's got it. Chris Bryant 0 for 2 as we up Texas run predictor. Runner at second, 2 outs is similar to what we had for you earlier, which was first and third with 2 outs. More about the outs than the runners. ball backed up on him and almost hit Bryant. Tyone with a 1-0. Called strike.
I mentioned Tyone from the Woodlands, Texas, the same high school that produced Paul Goldschmidt. Former first-round pick Kyle Draybeck. Danny Amendola got a Super Bowl ring. Jeff Maggard, Stacey Lewis of the LPGA Tour. It's kind of like the new Trier of the Houston area.
Yeah, the 3 members of the Deshays family too. Foul to left. What's the enrollment there?
It's big. It's big. 5A, 6A, whatever you. One of the bigger schools in the state.
Nickname?
The Highlanders.
The Woodlands
Highlanders. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. The guy comes out with a kilt and the, you know.
Right. Very nice.
High school football is a big deal there. It's Texas. That's what they do.
What do they draw for a typical high school?
Well, you know, it's 10 grand.
Wow. Run at second. 2 gone, 5th inning. Out. Well, the weather Monday was not good. Waited through a rain delay before the banners ceremony. It was cold Wednesday night for the ring night, but since then it's gotten better and better. Overall, weather-wise. Battling the conditions. Marte to end the inning. With a double, cannot score. Still nothing.
Nobody goes out of their way like this man did.
A good Samaritan opened his home and his wallet.
I got him the pickup. He came to me and he said, I need $1,000.
Lies.
Don't speak.
Then did he kick out a potential menace?
I think it was probably a very good idea that you changed the locks on your house.
I am a Marine, though, and I don't operate out of fear. I only fear God a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Next, Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, Monday at 2 on WQAD.
Electrician to your home, it's not just a reflection on our company, it's also a reflection on our family. I'm Tim Kohler with Kohler Electric. My commitment to you is simple. Kohler electricians are friendly and they'll show up on time. Even more, you'll know up front what the job will cost so there will be absolutely no surprises later. For friendly on-time electricians and no surprise billing, give Kohler Electric a call today.
Kohler Electric, friendly, on time, and no surprise billing.
We're Team Tuskies, here to help with your pets.
Rodents need to chew.
Tuskies can help with that.
Does your pet have fleas? Tuskies can help with that.
Does your dog eat food too fast? We're Team Tuskies. Bring us your problems.
Fish tank cloudy?
Tuskies can help with that. Want to hear songbirds in your yard? Tuskies can help with that.
Cat hate his litter box? Tuskies can help with that.
Tuskies can help with your pets. Tuskies, Moline and Bettendorf. Tuskies, where homes come to life.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Whelan Presley Funeral Home. Get Quad City news anywhere, anytime. Download the free WQAD News app, and with one tap, you'll have the latest local news, weather, and sports from WQAD. Download the free WQAD News app today to your phone and tablet.
Welcome back. The 6th inning is brought to you by Meijer, true Chicago fans. Len and JD and our WGN crew on a lovely Easter Sunday. You gonna fire up the grill a little later on?
I don't know. Certainly is nice weather for it. I just wander down the street. Do my part to support the local economy.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Yeah, that'd be a nice way to start the grilling season.
Lester in pretty good shape with the pitch count. That was number 81. Not made many pitches under duress after that first inning.
The Cubs are still without Carl Edwards Jr. He is on the bereavement list. Remember yesterday, Cubs trailing, we saw Wade Davis in the 9th, and part of the reason was no Edwards available. 2-2 is fouled upstairs.
The MLB.com ballpark app is your free, secure, and convenient way to instantly access Cubs tickets via your mobile device. Download the app at the App Store or Google Play and begin using Ballpark today. For more information, visit Cubs.com/ballpark-app.
High in the air to left. Schwarber under it.
Now it's time for a segment of the show we like to call, was that a home run yesterday or not? What do you think?
I'm going to say it would have had a chance, yes.
It's got a chance.
After I said it, I was thinking of Pat Hughes' home run call. I'll go yes.
I would have gone yes, too.
Pirates haven't done a whole lot against lefties, hitting well under 200 going into the game today, and they have just 3 hits so far against John Lester. Marte runs well, so Russell doesn't have much time, and he gets him. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. So glad to have you with us from Wrigley Field today. Cubs are looking to avoid a series sweep and get to 3-3 on this first homestand. McCutchen on the ground to Bryant. Cubs win the World Series. Scoreless.
At Goods Furniture, rather than marking prices up one day just to have a sale the next, we offer our lowest possible price on everything we sell. No hype, no haggling, just honest to goodness value, day in and day out.
Every morning I wake up, I cannot wait to come into work.
I know I did. I know I made the right choice going to work at Hope Creek.
The first couple of times I come in, she goes, you know, they know my name already, and I haven't been here long.
It is active, it is busy. There's something going on every day.
I think it's all okay.
became a person again instead of just a caregiver.
The staff was incredible. They were incredible to our mother, and they were incredible to the family.
We're all about fun at Tempo Marine and Sport, and fun begins on the water. Come to a wet and wild playground with a Bennington pontoon boat. Cruise, play, fish, entertain on a Bennington, or ride the waves with a fun-loving Bayliner boat from Tempo. Bayliner is so worth it. Pleasure, launch into living on one of our world-renowned Sea Rays. We've got them all. Bennington, Bayliner, Sea Ray. Come on, let's have some fun.
Tempo Marine and Sport. All about fun.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Satins North Park Glass.
She moved her boyfriend in. He's a sex offender. Her daughter out.
I don't believe he is any type of threat. How do you explain the 13-year-old boy that he touched?
New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, Monday at 3 on WQAD.
Goods Furniture opened its doors over 120 years ago, and we still pride ourselves on the same honesty, integrity, and trust that you expect from us. I invite you to visit our 3-city block furniture destination in Kewanee, Illinois.
No better place in the summer than Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
And a mild winter, too. We had more snow in March than we did the entire winter.
Set records. Yeah, for the lack of snowfall.
Count on Anthony Rizzo. Had a little fun with that ground ball that I think reminds all Cub fans of the final out of Game 7. Rizzo caught it, immediately put the ball in his back pocket, and then at the World Series rally handed it to the Cubs chairman Tom Ricketts. Can you even imagine what that ball would have been worth on the open market? High in the air and pulled foul to right. Speaking of which, relive the magic of last year's historic run through the official 2016 championship season. Fly the W book, featuring personal essays by Tom Ricketts, Theo Epstein, and others, as well as never-before-seen photos. For more information, Cubs.com/flythewbook. Rizzo lines to Frazier.
Pretty good swing. Frazier got a very nice break on that ball. Anthony 1 out of 2 now, plus a walk. Pirates, after 3 consecutive seasons of claiming a wild card spot, failed to do so last year. They finished below 500. Remember, they had that long run, what was it, 20 seasons in a row, finishing below 500. Then they finally got over the hump, over the hurdle, so to speak, with Clint Hurdle managing. 2013 Manager of the Year, and things were looking pretty rosy in Pittsburgh. Looked like they had a team that would compete for the long haul. They do have, they've got revenue stream issues. There were some decisions that had to be made. Probably he wasn't a big fan of in terms of their personnel. They've got a chance to be pretty good again this year because of the likes of Tyone, the kid yesterday, Glass now, if he's able to harness his stuff. Garrett Cole had an off year last year, as did Andrew McCutchen. So a return to form from those core star type players, and then an emerging guy like Tyone and possibly Glasnow, Polanco, and there's probably more there. It's an awfully big gap for them to close, though, between what they did last year and what the Cubs did, winning 103 ball games.
has been rather effusive about this Pirates roster. And while the Cubs dominated the season series last year, I think he expects the Pirates to be a sub-500 team again this season. So Zobrist with the one-out walk. Russell has struck out twice. Much different feel to this ball game than the one yesterday. And these two teams combined for 15 runs and 6 homers. Play ball, 6-4 to 3 as Freese bails out Gosselin. To the 7th. Cubs nothing, Pirates nothing.
Hey, Illinois drivers, we need your help to make our roads as safe as possible. For starters, cars and trucks, please be extra careful when driving next to each other. Whoa! Also, if your phone isn't hands-free, it's illegal to use when driving in Illinois.
So drop it and drive.
And remember, when you see orange signs, look for the unexpected. Something ahead could result in a crash. See orange. Slow down. Save lives. Together, we can make 0 fatalities a reality. Always drive safely and embrace the orange.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not. Every single time I
get down,
you always have.
My back's
really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, it's things.
Are actually friendship.
Too many of our foster children, homeless or in jail. We all need to do a job of helping them.
Where's
foster kids are kids.
Time now for our Bud Fan Cam, brought to you by Bud Fridays. Out of Touch by Brother Tiger. Our Bud Fan Cam, brought to you by Bud Fridays. We're in the 7th.
Well, the old adage is first 6 innings belong to the players, final 3 innings become a manager's game. And well, both pitchers are in complete control here. You have to be ready to react. And the anxiety level starts to ratchet up a little bit out in the bullpens. Small ball becomes more of a factor.
Yep.
Boy, you talk about reliable money, right? John Lester, I mean, pitching period, but pitching here at home, he has been lights out. Last year he finished the regular season with a 2.44 ERA, best of his career. Last 16 regular season starts, what a run, 10-1 with a 1.74 ERA, a whip less than 1. Almost 4 strikeouts for every walk.
So many things happened over the last 5 years to set up the World Series run last year. But man, in the top 3 or 4 had to be the free agent signing of John Lester.
Yeah, and not being an American League guy, I knew Lester was a really good pitcher, but I don't think I had a real full appreciation for him until watching him consistently. I love, and I've made this comparison in the past, it reminds me a little bit of Roger Clemens. It's just the dogged determination and unwillingness to give in.
He had history with Theo, Jed, and Jason, the top of the Cubs baseball operations department. I think there was a lot of incentive to come here and to, quote, break the curse, which a lot of other guys have talked about. Freese takes the walk. You got a lot of security
from Lester to West.
Yeah, you got a lot of security with the 6-year contract. And here he is fronting a rotation that was the best in all of baseball last year. So let's see how the Pirates play this with the running game. Didn't work out in the first. And they haven't had a lot of chances, haven't had many base runners.
That's not a big part of Freese's game. He did not try a stolen base last year.
Swing and a miss.
Lester's gotten a fair number of outs on the ground today. That would be a concern for Clint Hurdle, the double play ball. Probably more likely to, if he got into a favorable count.
Stick with that back foot cutter. You go with a changeup away, fastball away. Lots of options here for John Lester.
Yeah, Cervelli hits the ball the other way pretty well. So I think if you're going to go away, you go, two-seamer and run it off the plate.
And he freezes him.
Yeah, four-seamer that clipped the outside corner. Cervelli thought it was off the plate. It's just a perfect pitch, right? So you're either right on the corner or you're going to be off the corner to set up your next pitch.
Harrison, the batter, and he's hit the ball on the ground twice.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, robbed by Bryant in the fourth. Out at first. Freese is picked off.
Second play Contreras has made with his arm today. Got Mercer trying to steal with a perfect throw back in the first.
Yep. Clearly out.
Yep. And Cubs are playing some defense here this afternoon. It's not been a big strikeout day for John. He has 3.
Harrison hit by that pitch.
The Cubs offer special programs designed for your future Cub, from Kids Sundays at Wrigley Field to Clark's Crew and baseball summer camps. Throughout Chicagoland, there are many ways to build lifelong Cub memories with your kids. Visit Cubs.com/kids to learn all about our Cubs Kids offerings. I would think at some point Harrison would be looking to try to steal second base here.
Gosselin. The other thing I love about the defense today, Cubs have made 3 or 4 terrific defensive plays to help out John Lester. There he goes. Outside, Contreras was ready. And the lightning fast tag by Javier Baez.
Oh, play the game, young man. Another brilliant throw.
We're still waiting. Clint Hurdle wants to make sure. No challenge coming. It is time for the 7th inning stretch, and it's brought to you by Budweiser.
For this afternoon stretch, please direct your attention to the outfield video boards.
All right. Let me hear you. Good and loud. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
They helped walk us through all of the decisions that needed to be handled.
Just the little things that you really appreciate.
We try to provide a service and try to anticipate their needs before they have to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing, just amazing.
They're extraordinary.
They were tops. It meant a lot.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
So the Ford F-150 just blew the doors off the competition by adding the new, more powerful, next-generation 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine and an all-new 10-speed transmission, cranking out more power and acceleration, more efficiency at the pump, and the most torque of any half-ton pickup. This is the Ford F-150.
Now get a 2017 F-150 for just $249 a month, or get up to $9,050 in total savings, only at your local Ford store.
SafeKids.org.
0-0, bottom of the 7th. A strike on Hayward. Starters both in. Guessing Lester will be taken out for a pinch hitter. He's 3rd this inning. So to finish my point, the other great thing about the incredible defense today is that arguably the 3 best Cubs defenders, although Baez with that quick tag, certainly a big part of that last play. And a base hit for Hayward is Almora, Hayward, and Baez haven't been the main guys. I mean, this is a team defense. Contreras and Rizzo. Bryant with a nice play today.
Yeah, well, and it's, you know, most days the Cubs have an above average defender at every position on the field. Just the second leadoff man to reach for the Cubs today. The first one was Schwarber leading off the bottom of the 1st with a base hit to left.
Tommy La Stella has come out of the dugout for Lester. Contreras swung late.
Cervelli's had a hard time throwing out would-be base stealers, and Tyone does not look particularly quick to home plate, so the running game might be an option here too.
Koji Uehara getting loose. Stationary bike getting a lot of use here in the early going. Bounce toward the middle, not very hard, and a bobble save. So Mercer couldn't even get an out. He'll be charged with an error.
Well, you see it so often. A slowly hit, bounding ball like that presents a lot of problems for an infielder, and Mercer wanted two. He was in a hurry to gather up that ball, get the force out, and then make the throw to first. And in his haste, he gets nothing. Looked like he took a peek trying to find him. Wanted to see how much time he had, and then lost the baseball.
Stella announced for Lester. That's Ray Searage, their pitching coach.
Hey folks, take home a game used or autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. The Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics items to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today. Stella out on deck, had been out on deck during the Contreras at bat. You actually could send Lester up there just to bunt. He's a very good bunter.
Lester could get the win, but the Cubs would have to score here in this 7th inning. Stella had a tough time getting on the field due to this deep everyday group. One of the reasons Tommy is on this roster is that he doesn't need a ton of at-bats and can still give you a good one late in the game.
Two official at-bats on the homestand. He's 0 for 2. Well, the thing about Estella is he sees the ball very well. He's not trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark. He is capable of doing that. He's got a very keen eye, so he's able to work a walk too.
Kick and a pitch, swing and a miss.
He'd love to pull that ball through the hole on the right side, but trying to pull that sinker down and away, that turns into a potential double play ball.
Left field. Frazier dives, can't make the play. Hayward's going to score. Cubs lead 1-0. Tommy La Stella with the go-ahead double.
Here's our Ford game. Boy, he sits back nicely on that breaking. Serves it the other way. That is beautiful hitting. Frazier looked like he was going to be able to make a play on it. Heck of an effort off the tip of his glove. Hayward comes in to score, and the Cubs have runners on second and third. Nobody out. Ford inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buy Ford.com. That's a big at bat.
So both starters without a decision going into the game are the pitchers of record. Lester could get a win. Infield in. Baez bounces, backhanded by Mercer. Contreras is going to hold at third. 1 out.
Pirates bullpen has been pretty good in this series so far, but they've struggled for the most part. And Clint Hurdle showing a lot of confidence in his young right-hander. And this is in keeping with the scouting report we've heard on Tyone, a young player, but they really like his mound presence, his moxie out there.
Yeah, he's giving him an opportunity to get through a pretty sticky situation. Infield still in against Schwarber. Ball 1. Cubs, 7th inning.
And this the Cubs lineup makes it very difficult for a manager to match up late in the game. You know, you could go to Bastardo or Rivero here, the lefty, one of the lefties to face Schwarber, but then you've got Bryant next, so you're going to bring in, then you got to go to a righty, and then you got Rizzo after that. You could just ping pong through your bullpen.
As you look at our pitch cast, brought to you by Xfinity, it's 2-0. It could be 0-2. Let's see if Schwarber can take advantage. That's a strike. That was the most borderline of the 3 pitches. 2-1.
And I think Cervelli out there to remind Tyone what the game plan should be throughout this at bat in terms of how aggressive they're going to be with Schwarber with a base open.
Inside, 3-1.
Not that you'd be looking to pitch around Schwarber to get to Bryant, but it set up a play. A 3-1 count now. Challenge fastball, you could be asking for big trouble. Yeah, essentially intentionally walked there at the end, and Cervelli set up over the right-handed batter's box.
That loads the bases. We have created a smiling Bryant meme and getting a lot of reaction on Twitter. Ali Frazier. We got a Frazier in the ballpark today out in left. Contreras third, La Stella second, Schwarber first. This will be pitch number 100. And it is a strike. Yeah, you can tell Tyone not afraid. He's been around the plate all day.
Yeah, a lot of times you can see by the body language and the execution of the pitches whether a guy still wants to be out there. A lot of guys are going to shy away from this situation.
Bounce to third. Harrison, little double clutch, so they'll only get 1 at the plate. He had a little trouble getting a grip on that throw. Base is still loaded for Rizzo. Now 2 outs.
No doubt a little moment of panic there from Harrison when he couldn't initially get the handle. This is an amazing show of confidence. Now that he's gotten through Bryant, to leave him out there with Rizzo up there, giving Anthony his 4th look at him here today. Kind of old school managing. I think Hurdle is saying, you know what, the kid earned it. It's his game. He's earned it. The right to be out there.
Can't really argue with him. One and two. Rizzo 2 more reaches today. At the belt. 1-2 pitch. And he out in front.
Interesting. Cervelli went out there and talked to Tyone, basically told him what they're going to throw, so he didn't put any signals down. You'll see that more and more in the game now with runners on second base, and then he gave him a stop sign, had him hold the ball for a while, and then said, okay, bring it.
He's ready. 2-2. The 2-2 to Rizzo. Outside. .39-422. Runners take off. Fly ball, shallow left. Mercer makes the catch. The Cubs do grab the lead, though. Hayward scoring on the double by La Stella.
Goods is an escape. It's a very leisurely, relaxing day. You can look at furniture wherever you go in the store, and I believe you'll find it very laid back and relaxed and a lot of fun. It's a whole different experience at Goods than I think anywhere else. The wine cellar restaurant, the bed and breakfast, all the kids love the fish pond, so it's just an easy way to spend the day with your family and friends. I invite you to visit the furniture destination of the Midwest at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star, from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on. Sexton Ford in Moline.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Mountain Dew.
He's the flyest bird in town. He once flew around the world just because. He orders Clint's Pizza anytime he wants. He is the most interesting bird in the Quad Cities. He makes sure Clint's Draft House serves all the finest beers. He once made a video poker game go all in.
I don't always eat pizza, but when I do, I eat at Clint's Draft House.
It takes hard work and determination to achieve your goals.
I mean, it means everything to me, really. I've been working 4 years for 20 seconds, so.
It only takes a little motivation.
Your mind is just, you're like, go, go, come on, come on.
The Score, tonight at 10:35 on News 8.
Time for our Honda on-the-game summary. It's been about the defense today. Great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. And of all the defensive plays today, JD, I think the best part of this is Wilson Contreras helping out John Lester.
Yeah, there was a lot of concern coming into the season how John would be with David Ross gone, and he has not missed a beat. John's been on top of his game, and Contreras, he warms to the challenge. He loves the idea of helping John shut down that running game, and man, has he been brilliant today.
On the other side, Tyone, a pro-career high, 108 pitches today. The run he allowed in the 7th unearned. And here's Koji Uehara facing John Jaso, pinch hitter.
Uehara's been rock solid so far through 6 appearances. A new look in the outfield. Zobrist slides to left, Almora Jr. into center, and Jason Hayward moves to right.
Jaso batting for Gosselin.
Tell you what, Tyone is going to be a star. He is.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that really was.
On 2 on Jaso.
Elevated heater, perhaps setting up the split finger.
3 for double homer walk for Jaso against Uehara in his career.
Flew open a little bit. Got to keep that front shoulder closed. Keep that splitter on the plate a little bit longer.
Ball 4. Well, the good eye takes the leadoff walk. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Nothing Cubs, 8th inning. At Frazier with a man on, nobody out. Josh Bell is on deck for Tyone. Swing and a miss on the split. For a ball. It's 1-1.
John Lester's line today, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 103 pitches. ERA through 3 starts for John, right at 1.
That's trouble. Jaso on his way to third. Frazier to second. And they've got runners in scoring position with nobody out. And Frazier 2 for 3 today.
Yeah, and this is Frazier's game throughout his minor league career. He had some big league time last year. But as a minor leaguer, he's always hit for a high average, not for power. His line drives around the field.
Off the bench. And this is where Tyone limiting the damage could loom very large. Cubs were looking to break the game wide open after grabbing the lead, but they could only get the 1 unearned run.
Cubs will keep the infield back, concede the tying run with the go-ahead run out there at second base. Miyahara, pitchers with a certain number of innings pitched, has the best strikeout to walk ratio in baseball history, and he sure could use a punch out here.
Big swing by Bell, just got a piece of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pirates head to St. Louis after this series. Cardinals play the Yankees tonight in New York. Cardinals went into play today with the worst record in the National League, 3-8. 2-1. Blue Jays lost 11-4. They have the worst record in baseball at 2-10.
They also put Aaron Sanchez on the disabled list.
Oof. Three and 1. That's the only silver lining for the Blue Jays is the Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Taking a little of the spotlight off them. And he walked him. They are loaded with nobody out.
Well, that appeared to be the intent once they got behind them, that they were going to go ahead and set up a double play.
That's Hector Rondon. And with Lester Strode, who's answering the phone. And now a pinch runner, Alan Hansen, for Bill. Walk, double walk here in the 8th. And the Cubs will play for 2 up the middle. Cornermen could possibly throw to the plate. Mercer looking for some redemption after an error, helping the Cubs get the first run in the last half inning. Inside. These teams have combined to go 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position today. The Pirates have only had 2 official at-bats with men in scoring position. By far their best chance. Shallow center, Almora coming in, and it's going to drop. A run scores to tie it. They're still loaded with nobody out. Jordy Mercer makes up for the error with a game-tying single, 1-1.
Yeah, just a little lob wedge out there into shallow center field into no man's land. Nobody having time to run under this thing, so he gets credit for the knock, but you talk about a soft hit.
So first real struggles of the season for Uehara. He cannot record an out, and Joe Madden will make a change. 1-1 in the 8th, and the Pirates are threatening to get more.
Well, I bring specialized care with hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. But even more than that, I kind of do a lot of revision surgery, so joints that are previously done before. You know, people who are looking for answers. Why does my knee hurt? Why does my knee replacement or hip replacement hurt? I don't do everything in the body. I do a few certain things, and I want to do those things as good as can possibly be done. The full attention we pay to our specialization within the practice is, I think, what gives us the better experience and better results.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Stop, stop, stop. Watch, watch, watch.
You make it for 16-year-olds. and the parents who worry about them. Going further to help make drivers better drivers.
You sound right.
Don't freak out on me. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get a Focus with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for just $159 a month, only at your local Ford store.
She moved her boyfriend in. He is a sex offender. And her daughter out.
I don't believe he is any threat. How do you explain the 13-year-old boy that he touched?
Have you committed a sex crime? Yes. You say no. Hell, he says yes. All new Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, Monday at 3 on WQAD. It takes hard work and determination to achieve your goals.
I mean, it means everything to me, really. I've been working 4 years for 20 seconds, so.
The Score tonight at 10:35.
MLB.TV Premium is back and better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Rondon earlier on this homestand suffered a minor left knee injury on a Chase Utley slide at the plate, but he got back out there just 2 days later. And a pretty tough situation for him here. Bases loaded, nobody out, in a tie ball game, and Marte, McCutchen, and Freese.
This is a reminiscent situation he had a couple years ago with the Giants here in town.
That's right. I believe he created that situation and then got out of it.
Pull a rabbit out of the proverbial hat.
Well, today it's a bunny rabbit.
Yes. Yeah. Pull the Easter rabbit out of the hat.
The infield will move in against Marte, who is nothing out of 3. Contreras knocked down that pitch in the dirt. Frazier the go-ahead run at third. Pinch runner Hansen at second. Mercer, who just tied the game, is at first.
I saw Marte pull his hands in yesterday and get to an Arrieta fastball for his home run, but maybe where Rondon can get a little weak ground ball to the left side.
Check swing. And out at the plate. Really only had one play. That ball was hit pretty softly, and that was to get that man at the dish, and he did.
Yeah, you gotta cut down that lead run. Beautiful play, actually. Baez got a lot of speed coming into this ground ball, so he has to stay under control, make an accurate throw home. Well done.
Good job by Contreras to get his foot out of the way as Frazier came sliding in. McCutchen the batter in the pitch. Ball 1. Bryce Harper just hit a game-ending home run to beat the Phillies.
That borderline low fastball. Right from the start of the ball game, we noted that that's a pitch you rarely get from Joe West.
Fouled away. Nationals were down 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, and then Harper hit a 3-run homer to win it. Beat the Phillies 6-4 at Nationals Park. Softly hit. Rizzo, handed play. Save at the plate. Contreras, according to Joe West, was not on the plate.
Wow, I thought they had him.
What a barehanded play by Rizzo.
Yeah, the first baseman make this play. Yeah, I think Joe may be right.
Joe Madden will challenge the call, and there's no reason not to. I mean, this is enormous. As it is, it's 2-1. But if they reverse the call game remains tied.
Very difficult to tell, and I think it would have been difficult to tell from Joe's perspective too. Matt, when exactly Contreras had control of that baseball and when the foot came off the plate. It's really difficult to tell.
They may have had him right there. It looked like ball and glove, foot on plate, but the original call being safe, it will be tough to overturn. There's a murmur in the crowd as they keep showing different replays, and I think they want to cheer, but they're not quite sure.
Yeah, and we've learned watching these replays over the years now that the fans in the ballpark always respond as if the call is going to go in favor of the team, which is human nature.
Meantime, Rondon taking some warm-up tosses to stay loose. I believe we've passed that 2-minute mark, and we will get the answer. I'm guessing the call stands. So the Pirates lead 2-1. McCutchen, I believe, will get an RBI and a fielder's choice. Bases still loaded with one out. Freeze swings and misses. It's away, and the runners will hold.
And Wilson got away with one there, trying to backhand that ball as opposed to just knocking it down with his chest protector.
Starting pitchers were terrific. Tyone, 7 innings, 1 unearned run. Lester, 7 shutout frames. So Lester at one point qualifying for the win. Now it could be Tyone. Hayward getting underneath it, and Mercer's not going to test him. Ball gets by, and now he will score. 3-1. Now Hayward will get the error. Sure, we'll get another look at it, but got to keep that ball in front of you no matter what.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Mercer wasn't going. His body language throughout the play was they had no intention of going, but Hayward still got to come up and make the good strong throw homeward. It's well up the line, which is rare for him to misfire by that much. And there's a lot on it. Contreras just couldn't knock it down. Well, it's rare to see Hayward be that far off the mark.
Yeah, you're right. Wilson did have a long way to go to try to stop that ball from getting past him. Well, the defense, which had been so good for most of this game, helping the Pirates get their third run. One strike on Cervelli.
It all started with the leadoff walk to the pinch hitter, Jaso.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of damage in terms of hard hits, have there, in this inning? As Cervelli grounds out to Bryant. Cubs took the lead in the 7th. Pirates do that here in the 8th.
So the Ford F-150 just blew the doors off the competition by adding the new, more powerful, next-generation 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine and an all-new 10-speed transmission, cranking out more power and acceleration, more efficiency at the pump, and the most torque of any half-ton pickup. This is the Ford F-150.
Now get a 2017 F-150 for just $2,400, or get up to $9,052 in total savings, only at your local Ford store.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
When we send an electrician to your home, it's not just a reflection on our company, it's also a reflection on our family. I'm Kohler with Kohler Electric. My commitment to you is simple. Kohler electricians are friendly and they'll show up on time. Even more, you'll know up front what the job will cost, so there will be absolutely no surprises later. For friendly on-time electricians and no surprise billing, give Kohler Electric a call today.
Kohler Electric, friendly, on time, and no surprise billing.
Honest, hardworking, neighbors who take a stand and protect the great way of life we all share. These are shining examples of what's right in the Quad Cities. People taking control, improving their schools, their neighborhoods. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Watch WQAD-MyTV 8.3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Today's bona fide player of the game is John Lester. Really good, quick to the plate, got some help from his defense, especially his catcher. 7 shutout innings and what will be a tough no decision. Wrap your hands around the official Italian beef of the Chicago Cubs at one of the 19 Bona locations.
And check out that note at the bottom of the graphic. 11th time in his last 12 starts he's allowed either 0 or 1 run.
Well, let's see if the Cubs can get to the Pirates bullpen. New pitcher, Felipe Rivero.
Yeah, their pen has been shaky. Rivero on Friday pitched a scoreless inning, but it wasn't pretty. Walk, hit batter, gave up a hit. And he's got a big arm. He can get up there into the high 90s, sit comfortably mid 90s. Good changeup. Check out the defensive alignment for the Pirates now.
A lot of changes. Freeze from first to third. Harrison third to second. Jaso is in at first. The 1-2 to Zobrist is yanked foul.
Harrison, like Zobrist, he's kind of a Swiss Army. Use him all over the field, and he's good too. He's not just capable of playing multiple positions, but he's a good defender.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. Is over in Des Moines. Beat Round Rock 6-3. Eddie Butler got his first win as an I-Cub. Pierce Johnson saved it. We mentioned earlier Ian Happ homering for the 6th time already. Iowa's played just 11 games.
Saw a story today where Happ is going to start to get a little work at third base with an eye towards increasing his versatility.
Ground to the shortstop, Mercer. Started the run-scoring rally in the 7th with a leadoff single. In by LaStella. Off to a good start in terms of the batting average at .293. Breaking ball.
Pretty nasty there. Not a comfortable AB for a left-handed hitter.
The Brewers will come to town tomorrow at 7-6. Slicing drive to left. Out of play. 4-2 winner at Cincinnati today. Willie Peralta got the win. He is 3-0 to start the year. He beat Sal Romano, who's filling in for Rookie Davis. Romano making his major league debut, went just 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 earned.
Does he throw cheese?
He probably does. Eric Thames homered again.
Oof. 7?
I think he hit 5 in the series.
Well, we were wondering when we saw them if the power numbers he produced in Korea would translate here.
Definitely has. He's hit 6 on the season. A quiet 8 for the Cubs. They trail 3-1 to the 9th.
I like to get to know my dentist.
I think Dr. Nelson is awesome.
It's finally my turn for braces. With Invisalign, no one can tell.
I love my smile. Zoom whitening's amazing.
Smiling comes easy at Nelson Family Dentistry. You'll find professional family dentistry delivered with gentle, personalized attention. You deserve exceptional dental care. Nelson Family Dentistry.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Whelan Presley Funeral Home.
For my busy family, I was looking for the very best vision care at affordable prices. Luckily, Bard Optical has stylish frames for all budgets.
I'm not wasting my time ordering contacts online. At Bard Optical, they actually match the prices of the big online dealer, and I have my own optometrist to help me if I have questions.
Right now at Bard, get an exam, glasses, and sunglasses for just $129. Call one of our 21 offices or go to bardoptical.com for details and to schedule an appointment. Bard Optical, vision for life.
I just love working with the elderly.
I love the residents.
I love the residents. Absolutely love the residents.
I like to see them smile.
It makes me feel really good when I'm able to help them.
They put a smile on my face.
I enjoy making people laugh.
Just makes a feeling good in the heart.
I go home feeling loved. I go home feeling appreciated and that I'm needed.
It's just very fulfilling for me to be able to help people and know that I made a difference.
Monday on WGN Sports, the battle in the Bronx begins.
Hang on.
It's the first of 3 with the Yankees as Avi and the Southsiders look to start the week off right. White Sox, Yankees.
Monday at 6 on MyTV 8-3.
9th inning, Justin Grimm is on. Trying to keep the Pirates at 3.
Harrison Jaso Frazier due up for Pittsburgh. Grimm will work for the 6th time. No wins, no losses, a 5.79 ERA. Tony Watson, the Pirate closer, has worked in each of the first 2 games of this season. He's worked 3 of the last 4. He hasn't thrown a ton of pitches. And, well,
that's him.
Looks like he's good to go. I was wondering whether he would be available today or not.
ball strike on Harrison. The producer of Cubs Baseball here on WGN, Mark Brady. Skip Ellison, our director. Vince Lodel, our associate producer. Bob Vorwald, our executive producer. Paula Ostrowski, stage manager, as Harrison just got hit. That's a second consecutive plate appearance that has resulted in a hit batter for Harrison. And Contreras got hit well. That's a double whammy. Batter and catcher. Knee?
Yeah, just above the knee, I think. Outside of the leg.
I was looking at Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he got it off the right knee. Harrison's been hit 4 times already this season. 5 hit by pitches all of last year.
Well, he worked on that this winter. Jaso worked the walk to start the rally in the 8th. And I think it was his familiarity with Uehara that really keyed the whole thing. He had a handful of at-bats against him. Smart hitter. He knew his tendencies. He would not chase that 3-2 splitter from Uehara and took the walk. And then the Pirates went to work.
Going 4-2 on the opening road trip. The Cubs are in danger of starting their first homestand 2-4. Not over yet. Harrison runs. Pitch is low. No chance for Contreras to even throw to second. Daniel Hudson, a right-hander, has joined Watson in the Pirate pen.
If the Pirates score a run or two here, certainly 2, Hudson would probably be the guy. If it's still a safe situation, likely Watson. Uehara this afternoon did not record an out, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. Walked a couple. Rondon's line, 1 inning, all zeros.
Grimm's 3-2 to Jaso. Softly hit foul on the ground near the Pirate on deck circle. Smiling Bryant. As Usain Bolt. Three and 2 will do it again. The pitch gets away on ball 4. And Harrison advancing. So more trouble here in the ninth. First and third, nobody out.
It'll be a walk, wild pitch charge to Grimm to allow Harrison to get to third. Grim curveball is a very difficult pitch to block. That time, though, Contreras came up, created a little room in the 5-hole there.
Adam Frazier takes low. 2 for 3 from the 8th position with a double.
Pitcher spot is next, and Gregory Polanco has come out on deck.
Deep right center, way back, gone. 3-run homer. Adam Frazier, his first.
That kid's had a heck of a series. Key hit in the ball game yesterday. The big double last inning, and now this home run that really opens things up for the Pirates. And as I said, this is not what you think of as Frazier as a hitter, more of a contact guy, but he juiced that one.
3rd career home run.
Made a big sound and traveled a long ways.
Going to pinch hit. One of the Pirates' starting pitchers.
Imagine Watson will sit down in the bullpen and keep his powder dry for the day.
Foul pop, out of play. Tough couple of days for the Cubs bullpen. Pirates 3 in the 8th, 3 here in the 9th. The 2-1 went pretty well to right. Hayward will not have a play. Kind of a tough day for Hayward defensively in that he starts the game in center, sun right in his face, and then now in the late innings he goes over to right, sun is right in his face.
Hudson down.
That's Wade LeBlanc. Cool is 2 out of 25 to start his big league career.
A pretty good fight here.
He walked him. And now, due to the score, changes the dynamic a little bit for Joe Madden. Grimm has already made 19 pitches, but you'd rather not use any more bullpen today if you don't have to. Mercer with the game-tying hit. Not being held at first. Got a Cool and a Freeze in their lineup currently. Ground ball to second. Baez to Russell to Rizzo. 4-6-3 double play. Exciting finish down to their final strike. The Nationals turn to Bryce Harper.
And Harper to center. Way back. Way back. See you later.
Bob Carpenter with the call as the Nationals beat the Phillies on the Harper home run. Swing and a miss by Marte.
Well, Harper had a big spring after somewhat of a difficult year last year. A lot of folks expecting him to have a big season.
Went into today's game at 300 with 2 home runs.
Daniel Murphy's been tearing the cover off the ball.
Daniel Murphy's batting .396. Harper at .333. Adam Lind at .385. Adam Eaton at .326. Pretty good offense.
Rockies lead the Giants 4-3. They're in the 4th in San Francisco. Jeff Samardzija pitching for San Francisco today. Against Antonio Senzatela.
Inning over, bottom of the ninth. It's 6-1 Pirates.
Breaking language barriers.
After about the first month, we turn off our voices and only use our hands.
News 8 took you inside this classroom to see how it's unlike any other in the Quad Cities.
It changed my life, and I really want it to change other people's lives.
The impact it's having on students could continue long after graduation.
And they can use it for so many different jobs.
Opening new ways to communicate. It takes hard work and determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Good is an escape. It's a very leisurely, relaxing day. You can look at furniture wherever you go in the store, and I believe you'll find it very laid back and relaxed and a lot of fun. It's a whole different experience at Goods than I think anywhere else. The wine cellar restaurant, the bed and breakfast, all the kids love the fish pond, so it's just an easy way to spend the day with your family and friends. I invite you to visit the furniture destination of the Midwest at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't. Stop, stop, stop. You make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for whatever life throws at you. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 72 months or up to $5,062 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
When a tornado is approaching your home, move your family to the basement or small interior room. Put as many walls between you and the tornado. The bathtub is a good bet, but avoid windows.
Be safe with Storm Track 8 and Kohler Electric. You're watching MyTV 8-3.
6-1, the Pirates lead as they shoot for the Easter weekend sweep here at Wrigley Field after winning just 1 time in 9 tries here last season. And it will be Wade LeBlanc in a non-save situation.
Watson was up Hudson, and as the inning progressed, Clint Hurdle opted to go with the veteran left-hander Wade LeBlanc. We saw him a little bit on Friday. He's appeared in 3 games so far for the Pirates. There are the numbers. First pitcher. Bounced around a handful of different clubs. I did not double check, but I believe as I perused the Cubs game by game last year, I think they were swept here just once in June by the Cardinals in the 3-game series.
In the 3-game series. That was the last time the Cubs were swept here in this ballpark in a 3-game set. As Contreras looks at a strike. Swing and a miss on a change. It's too bad. There's so many good things that happened in the first 7 innings of the ball game for the Cubs in terms of John Lester and Wilson Contreras and the defense. But a stingy Jameson Tyone kept the Cubs to 1 unearned run in that 7th inning.
Yep, that was a huge key. A lot of pitchers would have buckled. He did not. Got Anthony to pop up to end the inning with the bases loaded. Clint Hurdle showing a lot of confidence in his young right-hander, and that confidence certainly was rewarded.
Yeah, from the Pirates' perspective, that's probably the #1 storyline. The fact that Hurdle left Tyone in when facing a possible bust out by the Cubs bats in the 7th. Mercer and got him. Jaso able to keep his foot on the base. Wilson always busts it down the line.
Yeah, you love to see it, regardless of inning and score. Play the game hard. Pat on the backside as he goes back into the dugout from his manager, who appreciates the effort.
Now the birthday boy Albert Almora Jr. turning 23 today. Takes a strike. Pirates put up 5 runs on the Cubs bullpen in the 7th inning yesterday. And they score 6 in 2 innings off the Cubs pen today. A couple of bounces right to Mercer. 2 down. And it's up to Baez. LeBlanc's first pitch is off the outside corner. Ball 1. Chase Anderson and John Lackey tomorrow night. Jimmy Nelson and Brett Anderson Tuesday night here on WGN. And then the homestand finale, lefty Tommy Malone against Kyle Hendricks. Day game on Wednesday, also here on WGN.
Cubs saw Nelson and Malone in the series in Milwaukee. It'll be their first look at Chase Anderson this year, and he's been throwing the ball very well.
Fly ball to right, well hit. McCutchen on the warning track, makes the catch, and the Pirates come into Wrigley Field on a 4-game losing streak and sweep the weekend series. The final score today, the Pirates 6 and the Cubs 1.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't. You make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for whatever life throws at you. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 72 months or up to $5,062 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This Chicago Cubs game is brought to you locally by Mountain Dew.
Come on down to Orion Tire and Repair for a new set of tires.
Here at Orion Tire and Repair, we can fit all types of vehicles with brand new hand-cooked tires. We do family cars, semi-trucks, farm tractors, commercial trucks, even lawnmowers. While you're here, get some regular maintenance done on your vehicle. So join us at Orion Tire and Repair right off of Route 150.
We're a family business with the right tires.
We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary with huge savings at Cunis Country in Sterling. A 2017 Quad Cab Express leaves from $199. Big Horn Cab leaves from $299. The 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $229 a month. Take advantage of one of our leftover 2016 models. Get 3 years worth of maintenance, free of charge. And stop by, register to win a free pair of Cubs tickets. Visit us at 2502 Locust Street in Sterling or visit us online at CunisSterlingAuto.com.
Pay it forward. Shining a spotlight on working people determined to make a difference in our community.
Every penny is really appreciated. Yeah. Every cent of it.
If you know someone who gives everything of themselves, we want to give you $300 to give to them. Pay it forward. Brought to you by Essentra Credit Union and WQAD News 8. You are watching MyTV 8-3.
Do you know someone who would lie, steal, and do anything to get high? Do you know prescription drugs cause more deaths than cocaine, meth, and heroin combined? Do you know the face of addiction? Look in the mirror. Nearly 2 million Americans get hooked abusing prescription drugs every year. For help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
World Champion Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Honda. Great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. State Farm. Here to help life go right. Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Wintrust, home of Cubs checking and debit cards. Open an account today at wintrust.com/Cubs. Subway. Try Subway restaurants footlong of the day. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Budweiser, pursuing the American dream since 1976. This Bud's for you. Our next telecast of Cubs baseball here on WGN will be Tuesday night, Game 2 of this upcoming series against the Brewers. We'll have the final 2 games of the homestand Tuesday night at 7, Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Final score today, Pirates 6, Cubs 1. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV has been brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Stay tuned. The 10th inning Easter edition is next.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed selection at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iComfort Hybrid or Perfect Sleeper Beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta Mattress from Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
The roar of the crowd, the revs of the engines. This is the Monster Jam Triple Threat Series. Experience Monster Jam trucks, ATVs, and speedsters, where nothing will hold them back from winning. Monster Jam. Visit WQAD.com to enter for your chance to win tickets. Coming to iWireless Center May 6th and 7th. Buy your tickets now at MonsterJam.com.
Really?
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap, sports, and really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
It takes hard work and determination to achieve your goals.
I mean, it means everything to me, really. I've been working 4 years for 20 seconds, so.
The Score tonight at 10:35.
Our kids.
Welcome to the 4/10th inning show as the Pirates beat the Cubs 6-1 today to engineer the 3-game series sweep. 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 left for the Pirates. The Cubs 1 run on 7 hits, 2 errors, 8 stranded. Jamison Tyone gets in. He's 1-0. Koji Uehara, his first decision as a Cub. That is a loss. First 3-game sweep at Wrigley for the Pirates since September of 2014. 39,422 watched it. Time of game 3 hours and 2 minutes. We'll have more on the 10th inning, including today's highlights, in a moment.
That was me, Greg Majeski, over 40 years ago. I won a car when I was just 3 years old, back when a 3-year-old could win a car. I guess winning that car started a lifelong passion for cars and the automobile industry. I've spent over half my life in the car business. Now that I've gotten older, I find I want to use my knowledge to help people make smarter car buying decisions and get more for their money. Quality pre-driven vehicles from local people you can trust. Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois.
Make your yard stand out with the natural beauty of stone. Quint City Stone Center. Let the knowledgeable experts at Quint City Stone help you get started with great ideas and savings for your landscape projects. Come see our new displays and browse one of the largest selections of landscaping products in the Midwest, including decorative chip, pavers, retaining wall, bulk mulch, and more. Service you can count on at Quint City Stone Center, across from the Iowa Machine Shed, Davenport.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley is now taking applications for our summer program. Programs include field trips, academics, cooking and gardening, sports, and more fun activities. Programs are for incoming 1st through 12th graders. Hours and fees vary by site, so check out our website at bgcmv.org.
Un gran futuro comienza aquí.
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
Create your comfiest home with timeless hardwood floors, plush carpet, and elegant tile from Mike's Floor Pro. Mike's Floor Pro, creating comfy homes for 22 years.
The 4/10th inning show is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Let's get the highlights from this one today. John Lester certainly pitched well enough to get a win here on Easter Sunday. He just keeps doing what he does.
Yeah, every time out it seems he's pitched shutdown baseball. He's on quite a run, so he's carried over the success from last year into this year. And unfortunately has yet to pick up a win this year. His first 2 starts he allowed 1 run in 5, 1 run in 6. Today he goes 7 shutout. And with this swing of the bat by Tommy LaStella, who was pinch hitting for John, you thought, okay, there's his run. Maybe the Cubs will make it hold up. But for the second day in a row, the Cubs bullpen got a little leaky.
Yeah, all the scoring came in the late innings in this game. The Cubs with the unearned run in the 7th. The Pirates, however, would put up 3 in the 8th. This play was close, called safe. Cubs challenged, could not get it reversed. And And they would add a run here on a bad throw by Jason Hayward. They would add 3 on the homer by Frazier in the ninth. 6-1 Pirates, the final. And we'll take a look ahead when we come back.
At Goods Furniture, rather than marking prices up one day just to have a sale the next, we offer our lowest possible price on everything we sell. No hype, no haggling, just honest to goodness value, day in and day out.
For my busy family, I was looking for the very best vision care at affordable prices. Luckily, Bard Optical has stylish frames for all budgets.
I'm not wasting my time ordering contacts online. At Bard Optical, they actually match the prices of the big online dealer, and I have my own optometrist to help me if I have questions.
Right now at Bard, get an exam, glasses, and sunglasses for just $129. Call one of our 21 offices or go to bardoptical.com for details and to schedule an appointment. Bard Optical, vision for life.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Stop. What?
You make it for 16-year-olds.
Whoa.
And the parents who worry about them. Going further to help make drivers better drivers.
You saw him, right?
Don't freak out on me. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on Fusion, or get up to $6,069 in total savings. Only at your local Ford store.
Storm Trade's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash.
Supported by Erickson Chevrolet.
Goods Furniture opened its doors over 120 years ago, and we still pride ourselves on the same honesty, integrity, and trust that you expect from us. I invite you to visit our 3-city block furniture destination in Kewanee, Illinois.
The Ford 10th Inning Show is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Well, is the world upside down in the National League Central? At the end of play today, the 2 best records in the division belong to the Cincinnati Reds and Milwaukee Brewers. Billy Hamilton with a great catch to keep the Reds in the ball game, but it was the home run ball today for Milwaukee. Ryan Braun to the opposite way. Travis Shaw. And Eric Thames hit 5 home runs in the series. He's got 6 to start the season, so the Brewers will come in hot. 7-6 on the season. Even with a loss, the Reds, by the way, are 8-5. Anderson and Lackey. So the Cubs need to come back and do what they did in the first 3 series.
Yeah, just turn the ball over to John Lackey. He's thrown the ball well so far, and hopefully he's able to do that. A little bit of a stopper here tomorrow night.
Happy Easter, everybody. Final score again, 6-1 Pirates. So long.
Rock out and run for Gilda's Club. We invite you to join us for Gilda's Run for Laughs, presented by Unity Point Trinity on Saturday, April 22nd in the District of Rock Island. Register online at gildasclubqc.org/run.